Alright, hello and welcome. This is Lucy the Bold, and I am back in Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. So, previously I have done recordings on, getting out of the asylum hospital that was supposedly supposed to be treating people. But somewhere down the road, they went deep off the rail and started doing really bizarre, evil treatments to people. So, when you first wake up and the jailer comes to the door and stuff, you get your choices depending on, what you answer. So all you got to do is hover it. I decided that since my last build was an archer, I decided I would do sorcery this time. Okay, so that's what I did. And then lifesteal. And then once I found the second lifesteal spell, I equipped it to both hands, which honestly, I never died once. So after I met up with the man who, rescued me and stuff, then you end up in the weird, talking to Arthur at different points along the way. So I thought this was a befitting point to start the game, because up until now, really nothing has significantly changed. There's more texturing, there's more content, stuff like that. But basically the layout, the asylum's the same, the pathway's the same. So here we go.
I appreciate it, but let us leave decorum and honors for times of leisure. For now, we need to make way for Avalon. I have to see my kingdom again. I trust you'll accompany me, or would you rather stay in this wretched place?
So basically, what even is this place and why were you in prison here is not going to greatly overall affect it.
Not sure. Yet I learned
a long time ago when I had played this, I had actually tried to defy him, which is more or less an error. But if you don't take him in to yourself, then you don't get the ability to slow time, which is huge when you're fighting any type of higher level personage or monster other than yourself.
Trust me, I wish I remember ages upon perhaps in time, but that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together after years of struggle. I must see the... What? No.
Yes, he can't hold it together yet. Otherwise, the story would be pretty much complete.
I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough. For now, I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have. You are a surprise, and since it seems seeing my... Oh, what an adventure this will be.
Alright, new quest. Weirdness powered. And if you come over here, you can kind of see Arthur's body inside of the sarcophagus. It's pretty weird looking, to be honest. Alright, and then you gotta go back over here. I've already spoken to anything that was lit up and bright. So unfortunately, in in true fashion of the game, I do not have any of my prior uh, characters. Ooh, Ring of Protection. You better believe it. Yay. I'm taking it. Increases armor by 1. So, being a sorcerer, I can only wear light armor at this point. I can dual wield daggers. Okay. You know what? I need to put the bow. Yes, I did pick up a bow for that arm. Nice. Okay, and then on this one, yeah, I guess the daggers are okay. On number 4, I think I'm going to do Burning Ember and then one of the blood transfusions. Oh, come on. Okay, that way I can set things on fire and stuff. I already set my game so it saves almost every minute, which is really nice. Now, I'm not as infected as what I used to be, so that's good. I was staggering around like I was seriously drunk. Alright, still can't get through to there. That's okay, because I've already been through this part of it and killed everybody. Yay, now we got the bridge. And you can hear the big beast of burdens that are turning this thing. I mean, they're still insanely crazy looking. Alright, and we want this stuff. Okay. So you want to collect that as much as humanly possible. Now, if I remember correctly, I believe there is actually a creature down there that we do have to do combat with. Alright, we must abandon the vision because what is beyond the sea came to us and we do not want it. We must leave to defend ourselves. They are coming. The Titans will stay. Excuse me. Alright, so now we'll go over to the other side. Excuse me. Interact. We created the Titans, for we need their work. Guard the peace of the working Titans, for without them, we would not have power within our walls. Away from Toothan, only the power of what is underground allows us to reach where the weirdness does not. Even when we leave, the Titans will not stop working. It is how they were created. With their power, one day we will manage to learn what lies beyond the sea. Alright. So... Just going to collect everything before we go out there. Okay, so I know I can get up high. Which will be a big help. Alright, so we activated that thing. See if we can get upstairs somehow, or get someplace where he can't quite hit us as easily. I think if we get behind him, we're much better off. Giant sentinel. Hooey. Yeah, that worked really well. I thought we got the stones. I guess not. Let me see what's over here real quick. I mean, when I was going through the asylum, I pretty much just, if it was small and light to carry, I was picking it up because I can sell it. Because you are bound by a certain amount of weight. I also made benefit of the alchemy station before I left that area, as well as one of the food stations. Cheese. Now, there is a spell in this game. It's actually kind of funny, but it actually allows you to churn things into cheese. Yeah, I know. It's actually fairly beneficial for making money, because if you can turn everybody into cheese, you can just simply sell the cheese. Oh, Ouch. Yep, that hurt. Okay, let's try that again. I just didn't get enough of a running start to get over there. There we go. Feathers. Remember, take everything that you find. I mean, I realize we're defiling somebody's sanctuary. Broken broadsword. Nah. Oh, good. Okay, so they still had that here. Alright, so let's go over and meet him. Now, if I remember it correctly, depending on how you respond to him, he will try to kill you because he thinks you've been infected, and his primary job was to prevent Arthur from being reborn. Small bucket, rest, Hermit's Diary. And just like a lot of games, you know, you go up in levels, pickpocket, well, not really pickpocketing, but picking locks, jumping, running, all that stuff does make a difference. So you do want to make sure that you do that. Just like making foods, even if you have a ton of foods, to get better foods, you need to, you know, do as much mining as you possibly can. We're going to bypass him for just 1 second because I want to come over here. Yes, there used to be a person over here. Ooh, nobleman's boots, fisherman's tunic. We'll see if that's any better than what we're currently wearing. Okay, go to the bag. Alright, so the Tauren red shield leather armor is still better. The boots look better. I'm going to put them on because I am all about my fashion. Okay. Commentary to Brother Justin's Underground Wonders. Yes. Ring of Toughness increases encumbrance. Oh. Okay. Yeah. You know, I definitely want to be able to carry more, so I am definitely going to put that on. All right. Now, okay, let's go out of here. Go back to equipment. So we got that ring. Now, this ring here, I'm going to take off because I want to put the lesser ring of mana on in place. It is still advisable if you save the game. You know, it's not foolproof of not crashing. But
there you are. It took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm
That's
Caradot,
because you wouldn't talk to
your
us.
savior. What kept you so long?
Let's see here. You sent me even though you knew what was there, didn't you?
I had my suspicions. What I didn't expect was you walking back free of the sickness. So go on. What did you find in there?
I have no idea what happened to
Really?
me.
Then can you explain how you were suddenly cured of an illness that nobody knows how to cure? Well, maybe the fact you were able to do that is why I was supposed to break you out of this place. Anyway, get some rest. We'll have to set sail soon, before the Red Priests find us here. All I know is I was supposed to help you, some Pict, and a Del Riata break out, and then sail you to the mainland. But it looks like you're the only one who made it. From what I understand,
I did run
the Red
into the
Priests
Pict,
must have done something to
but
you.
she wouldn't
Something
follow
that could
me
prove useful during my quest. Else, I wouldn't be sent here.
while I was in the asylum. She was actually hiding in one of the corridors that you have to crouch down and sneak through, and she gave me an item that I consumed, you know. So, yep, that was a good thing. But yeah, I couldn't get her to follow.
My goal is to destroy King Arthur, to get rid of him, once and for all. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I need to find, collect, and destroy them. Long story short, you've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years. Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening. He's the reason the world as we know it is coming to an end. Every time they resurrect him, the weirdness grows stronger. Soon it will cover all of Avalon, and nobody will survive that. I've been cleaning this mess for a long time now, and I truly wish for this nightmare to end.
Yeah, you get the impression that he's been around for a long time.
The plan is to steal Excalibur, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed. The sword is kept in the Horns of the South. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely. Here, pin it to your clothes. If you decide to help me, you should get in without any issues. When you do, find the captain. Brendan's his name. He'll tell you the rest. I have something to do first, but you should get some rest. Judging by the waves, the journey won't be pleasant. Set up a camp and get some sleep. Then we'll sail for the Horns of the South. Ah, and here, have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the weirdness. Just in case I don't come back before nightfall.
Yeah, and he never really says what it is that he goes to do. And of course, you can't steal his boat. Alright, so let's press Q and set up the campfire. Alright, so Arthur?
Well, that man really hates me. That much is clear. It's good you didn't tell him we've met, young one. Who knows what he'd have done?
He would kill you. That's what he would do, because that's what he did the last time I played this game. I always suggest, trying different things, different scenarios. But yeah, that's what happens if you tell him that you met Arthur. He runs you through with his sword, but then he revives you because, he still needs your help. Uh,
That isn't right. I should remember. I should. All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence. No. It seems that I should, but I don't. He knew me, spoke with certainty.
One of the places I used to work at when I was in healthcare used to have these meetings like every quarter. They were called fireside chats, where the CEO of the company, would come online and everybody would join, and they had a image of a fire. And I always remember that, fireside chat. But now it's a fireside chat with King Arthur because, why not?
It seems so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow stronger. I should remember. I should be whole. Let's go then, young one. Let's not waste any more time. I left my kingdom strong. It should have only grown stronger in my absence. And if something threatens it now, then I will see it restored.
Okay, so we have ability to do some leveling up. Okay. Perception is good because it increases critical strike chance. Practicality, gives you a bonus to your crafting, increases how much you can sell stuff for. Spirituality is spell power, mana, and mana regeneration. Dexterity gives you the ability to sit there and move. Endurance is your health overall, and your encumbrance limit, which is important, but right now I'm going to end up going with the spirituality, so my spells are stronger. Strength, of course, melee damage, maximum stamina, and armor weight multiplier. So as you put points into strength, your armor weighs less, which is a good thing. Okay, so we're going to do this. All right, and then you need to hit your E for confirm. Okay, and then we are going to click on the character, go over the skill tree. All right, and then you do want to look at these different things. Fist of Fury, if you're going to be punching people. Unarmed attacks, two-handed attacks, brutish fighter. I've never played a fist fighter in this game just because everybody wants to kill you from afar. Two-handed weapons, and generalization, godly physique. That why you look buff like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's see, increases melee damage. Okay, and you'll never get enough points to have all of the trees filled in this game. So what you have to do is decide what you want to do. Okay, shields. I doubt that I'm going to use a shield this time. The one that looks like a lung, let you have more stamina, which is important. Okay, so you do need to sit there and look these things over. Dexterity. Okay, parrying is your sword fighting. Attack speeds. Movement. Archery tree. I love archery. I just can't tell you enough about that. It is really good to sit there and take to hit things long distance. Spirituality is wands and clubs. Summoning the necromancer tree is really cool. As you go up, you get better at it. Each active summons increases your mana regeneration by 5%. Okay. Prepared rituals, astral bonds, power conduit, and then perception is stealth, dagger proficiency, which I might do because I do have a couple daggers, and if you remember from the last time I ran through this game, daggers are stupid powerful. Alright, so this one, practicality, if you want to make a lot of money and stuff, it's important to put points into this one as well. Okay, it also helps with your cooking and spices and herbs and stuff like that. Healing. Food regenerates 10% more health. Revengeful restoration. So, this is a good tree. Alright. And you can see, how many points go into these trees. Okay. Let's see here. Soul cubes and wands increase spell power by 15% when equipped. Now, honestly, I've never found a wand in this game, but I'm going to go ahead and put a point in there. Just because it's the spirituality and I do need this stuff. Okay, click back. Now we have to rest. The fuel, we can go ahead and do that. Okay, and then you can either identify items, create new alchemy recipes, depending on what you have. Alright, so I do have some things here. So I'm going to press G, which is going to let me make all three of them at one time. Okay. And then I still have enough to make some mana. So we do that. And we're going to close it, and now we're going to rest because we were told to rest through the night. And now, let's see here. Horns of the South, set sail.
The sea was restless, waves slamming against the hull as you left the island asylum behind. Caradoc's boat cut through the black waters, its course set for Avalon's shores. Then the deep stirred. A shudder ran through the vessel from neither wind nor tide, but from something far below. A presence, ancient and watching. And then it struck. The boat lurched violently, wood splintering as the sea itself rose in fury. A shadow moved beneath the surface, vast, coiling, inescapable. The next wave swallowed everything.
I'm assuming it's probably like a kraken.
Darkness took you. Salt filled your lungs, and then light. The crash of waves, the cold kiss of wet sand. You were alive. The sea had spared you. but not without a cost.
They don't ever really say what the cost was, you know, other than the fact that you wake up and you're on a beach. Okay, so he did give me the pin, which is good. Alright, so what we do now is we look around. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember that being over there. And see what's out here on the beach. You can't get anything really. Make sure my health is up. A wine pitcher. I could sell that, but I don't. What is my over on incumbents right now? I'm at 51 of 135 pounds. Okay. I didn't tell you to do that. I meant to pick it up. Pick it up. There we go. Bleeder Rogue. Okay. Coates weapons. Oh yes, I remember that now. Bread. Short sword. Pretty much as a sorcerer, if it has a orange triangle at it, you're going to take a penalty for using it. Of course, the crabs will, you know, in true crab fashion, they're scavengers, so they will scoop up everything. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for today, and I will see everybody tomorrow, and we'll do another episode on this. So everybody have a good day. Please leave comments. Please hit the subscribe and like button. I am working towards financial security through my videos. So thank you very much. You guys all have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.